These mosquitoes are tearing my ass up. You know, serious when I brought the iPad. I brought the iPad because I made a whole little collage. I've been on Pinterest like just 2010, 2008, 2008. And there are just some plants that I just want to get my hands on so bad. So I figure if you know anything about anything, if you ask, you shall receive. I might not have seen any of these plants ever in my local nurseries, Home Depot, or Lowe's, but watch, after this video, by the end of this year, I'm going to have seen all of these plants. I promise you, that's how it works. So let's get started. First thing on the list, I already have one. This is just a size goal because I realized that with gardening, you can get a plant and it can stay in the pot forever, but having a goal, like an end goal, max size, max capacity, what you want to see out of your plant, really helps you be able to know what trajectory you're going on. That is going to be the Hoya abofoli. Let me just show you. This one. This Hoya, I just want a really good size goal. I want to be able to get this to like a nice healthy size and be able to cut and prop and cut and prop as normal per se. Next on the list is a Hoya methalide. They come in different variations, but I specifically want the really dark one, the dark green with the white splash. And I know that Hoyas are slow growers, but I really do think long term, like on a trellis, it just would be so pretty, especially like come every time it's spring or summer and they just go into full-fledged production mode. I need one. Next, this one I've only ever seen outside. I've never seen it as an indoor plant. Pinterest did have a picture, so I'm pretty sure if Pinterest got it, I can have it because that's how it works. I've only seen this outside, but I feel like they're more of the palm tree vibe. And just the crinkles on it alone, mwah. The next is going to be a trailing plant. This specific trailing plant to me, I see often. I just don't see them ever really full and luscious. They're always a starter. And while getting starter plants is good and all, I just think that the maturity level which I buy a plant at is so much more important if I know I want it long term than getting it when it's just like a baby. Because so much can go wrong. If it already has established roots, really good production, is already settled into its pot, I'll get it. If not, no. That's the string of turtles, by the way. Not turtles, string of hearts, I'm sorry. And specifically because string of hearts has the red backing and the green backing. I want the red backing just because I think it's so pretty. That deep burgundy, I love. While I already have one of these in particular, I just have a size goal in mind when it comes to this bad boy. I have a really thick stem. I did damage one leaf just by bringing it home. I just wasn't paying too much attention and it was pressed up against the door the whole entire ride home. So when I got home, I took it out the brown paper bag and I looked, I was like, but I'm not going to cut it off because it is its biggest leaf. I'll wait to see what size this one is going to be. And from there, we're just going to keep working our way up in trellises and hoping that it gets to be bigger in size and producing a lot bigger leaves. This Chinese money, this green on green variegated Chinese money tree is a confusing one because I'm not sure if it's real. I've never seen it. I've never seen any Chinese money tree be any type of variegated or show any signs of variegation, but it's on Pinterest. So again, I don't know if you got it, I might be able to also get it. This version of a succulent is a snake plant. So are succulents snake plants? Are snake plants succulents? I'm gonna assume so. I specifically want the Moonlight. I think the pale pasty leaves of this is amazing, and there has only been one time I seen it at a Lowe's in a big container for like $26, and I walked right past it. I didn't pay any mind, and I have yet to see that size plant in that size kind of pot and container at that price, and all of the small ones I see are like $16 for like 2 cuttings, and it just blows my mind because when you are in this gardening and nursery business, you see the what am I trying to say? Like the inflation of some plants versus you see a plant at a really good price, you won't see it again, then you'll only see overpriced ones. And you know in your mind that I've seen this a lot bigger with a lot more cuttings for a little bit more. And I just want to wait to see that again before I buy it again, honestly. The next plant that I really, 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 really would love is the alocasia jack-o'-lantern. Jacqueline is the alocasia oh my gosh. I have seen this one also in person. I had no idea what I was looking at. It was $37. I remember it was at Armstrong Gardens, kind of far from my house. The texture on this leaf, I will never forget. I seen it, the first time I seen it was in person. I did not pick it up. And I thought about it ever since. I went to go back, it was gone. But the texture and the detail on these leaves is amazing. I'm not sure what this is, but I want it. This version of a rubber tree is a green on green variegation. I think I'm going to try to start to commit to more green on green variegation. Every time we go plant shopping, I talk about how much I love them, but I never get them because in my mind, I'm a little bit traumatized from my Hoyas, specifically my Pink Princess, because the white leaves typically just do not last that long. And I feel like green on green variegation would be the same, but the next time I see a half moon green on green ficus, I'm going to buy it. I promise you. A ring of fire. The ring of fire to me is so good, but sometimes they look a little yellow, and that is what makes me never want to get them because they always look yellow. And I'm not sure if they look yellow because that is just the genetics or that is just the maturity of what leaf cycle it's currently in. But the next time I see a really green one, I'm going to cop. I think it's time. I think it's time that I step up my gardening game with this. And I think it's a good place to start. That trailing, those long leaves. Now, when they get really big, I'm selling them. I can't do overly big things because even this guy here is pushing it as far as just on the creepy scale. But I want to give these a go. I'm pretty sure these are in the same family as philodendrons. Don't quote me on that. I do not know. But I really love the deep, dark leaves and just the way they drag, and just that the pot can be so small, but the leaves are just trailing all the way down. Mwah. This version of a Hoya, I'm not sure the specific name or gene of this type of Hoya, but this type of silver, all white, I feel like this is pretty close to the silver as I have. This is just in a pot from Dollar Tree. I mean, like a glass container from Dollar Tree that I picked up. You can see the roots are doing really decent in here, but this is the closest Hoya I have to being really splashy and really lighter on the scale as opposed to being the light green or the dark green Hoya. A green on green heartleaf Hoya. I have a variegated, I have a regular splash, but I do not have a green on green. And I promise you, I'm going to stop saying it. Once I get my hands on this version of Hoya I'm talking about, I'm not saying anything else. I promise you. This one is going to surprise you.
Well, hold on that. Hold.
I don't know why I'm smiling for that. Like, that shit is not funny. That shit is not happy. That shit is not good. This silver or coin, I don't know what happened with it. I did everything right. I just want to give it a go again because I love those perfectly round leaves, that deep dark green, and it is either a climber or a trailer, but for whatever reason, that motherfucker did not survive. When I say the second I brought it home, I got acclimated, I put it in a spot, and it just started to itself slowly but quickly. And here it is now, gone. The next one, I really want to give it a go at anthuriums. I recently picked up two and one version of a philodendron, but I really want to give them a go. They are so interesting to me how they don't need drainage pots. They're actually low, medium, light, and I just enjoy the concept of the self-containing the self-containing planter pot that I am able to do with this version of anthuriums. And anthuriums give you such big, massive leaves. I need that. I need that. And again, another version of a Hoya. Are we surprised? No. Hoyas are my favorite. I'm not even gonna lie to you. They're low maintenance. They real simple. Besides the bugs, other than that, they're good. This version is a splash also, but I just think that trailing trellises of this version of a Hoya will do me justice. Will get me right. This one, I don't know why I fear this version of an alocasia so much, but I do. And I know that I shouldn't because I know that I could take care of it because I have the conditions naturally to take care of alocasias. But specifically, alocasia Frederick, make your way to the front now. Come on. I'm finna take you home and we finna get acclimated and we're finna be real smooth and it's gonna be a really good transition. And then lastly, I feel like the same version of the alocasia Frederick, I would really love a variegated version. Rather that be the green on green or the one with the white splash. I don't really care. I just really want to give them a go. And specifically with the green on green variegated or the white, I want to start those off smaller because I really want them to get acclimated and I want to learn more about them on how to keep them in the pristine condition as far as making sure my leaves stay really nice looking without the brown corners, the yellow rings, nothing. I want to just try my hand at from a seedling, or those aren't seedlings, from a smaller 2-inch, 3-inch potter and growing it into a bigger one. And that's it. I feel like that's all I really have the space for as far as new plants. After that, after I get these plants or whenever I do find these plants, anything I do moving forward is going to have to go on the shelf. I'm going to have to make a run to IKEA, Home Depot, get some shelves and start doing the shelving thing because all of my naturally acquired what is this called? Like space, like flat surfaces in my house. They're starting to get few and far between. That's why shit's going up in hanging planters because it's getting a wee bit out of hand. But nonetheless, I feel like I can take care of it and it's going to be a journey for the both of us. I thank you guys so much for watching. Part 2 of this video is going to be December 31st when I show everything that I got from this point moving on. Even though I'm supposed to be on a no-buy. But who am I to tell me what I can't buy? Exactly. I'll see you guys when I see you. Thank you guys so much for watching.